So we can't sit around and wait, you know. Beryl is a natural disaster and we just have to get up, pick up the pieces and get going.
We here get the worst leak. Going down to Treasure Beach, I hear it's a disaster.
Even right there, you can see where the wall was separating from the grill.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's how strong the winds were.
You see, it's the first time I'm seeing it.
Oh, the roof is gone there.
This is it.
It's here.
This is it.
When there's a crisis, you have the people who run away from it, and then you have the people who run to the crisis.
Well, we're going to go on and check on all the houses, get estimates and costing of material and stuff so we can help them.
So the base eave is a concrete eave. So when the hurricane come, can't live the concrete.
What is going to happen is that we're trying to raise as much money as possible, and our aim is to try to get 500 roofs back on in the greater Treasure Beach area. It's a big goal.
They're resilient people, and this is Jamaica. This is a reflection of true Jamaica and the spirit of true Jamaica. So they will rise.
I'm working on a large documentary about how Jamaica is recovering after Hurricane Beryl. We traveled to all 14 parishes, did a lot of research, and this video is coming up very soon on this channel. But of all places in Jamaica, Treasure Beach was hit the worst. And there is just so much to share about their recovery efforts that I've decided to put a part of it into a separate story. This is Treasure Beach, the most charming and laid-back part of Jamaica located on the south coast. It is known for its unique blend of natural beauty, delicious food, local culture, and relaxed atmosphere. Unlike the more commercialized tourist areas, Treasure Beach has a strong sense of community, offering unique vibes and experiences to both locals and international visitors alike. Treasure Beach also has some of the most breathtaking views in Jamaica. This is Lover's Leap, a private setting where the Santa Cruz Mountains meet the sea, forming a drop of 1,700 feet. One of my favorite places in Treasure Beach is a boutique hotel called Jake's. It is a gorgeous property in a lush garden with cottages and villas right on the seacoast. But on the 3rd of July 2024, Treasure Beach became the place where the eye wall of Category 4 Hurricane Beryl made a devastating landfall. Luckily, Treasure Beach is also home to the Breds Treasure Beach Foundation, which was co-founded in 1998 by the Jake's Hotel family, namely Jason Hansel. The Breds Foundation is a charity organization that has been around for years, building and helping the greater Treasure Beach community through various methods, such as education initiatives and encouraging environmental practices. After Hurricane Beryl, Breds is now on the front line, doing their best to ensure the most efficient and fast recovery for Treasure Beach and South Coast communities.
So we are here at the Breds Distribution Center. This is the bread source that many years ago we built with Jamaica National, with the support of Jamaica National. So prior to Beryl, people would come here, children would do their homework here, We would come here to help people with the birth certificates or apply for US visa. Some business persons would come and operate here, do printing here. So it was like a resource center. And then, of course, since the passing of Hurricane Beryl, thank goodness, we had this place and 2 other places that we'll show you. Because what we've found that in a crisis, the ability to respond is very, very important, right? A lot of people have good intentions, but they just don't have the ability to respond at that particular time. So thank God we have that. The most recent delivery just took place with today is from CPJ. The chairman, Mark Hart, was here recently. He's always been a very philanthropic person. Mark is one of those people who, you know, is going to show up for you. This is CPJ, and then in the back there's some clothes from people in Kingston. These boxes here are 20 pounds of food, beans and peas and rice and toothbrush, toothpaste. This is stuff like hydration, shampoo. They get them free. We got 1,700 boxes that were given to us courtesy of an entity called GEM, which is Global Empowerment Mission. And they gave us 1,700 boxes. They gave us 15 generators and 150 tarpaulins. So of the 1,700, we distributed 1,450 in the Treasure Beach area. We gave 150 to Portland Cottage and 100 to Alligator Pond. And then we gave out the tarpaulins to persons who needed to be dried in. And then the generators, we gave one here at the Kingfisher Plaza that we have a Starlink so people can come and charge their phones and get connected. We gave one to the police station, one to the police academy. And then the 12 others we gave to small businesses that really could keep their stock from going bad, allow people to charge their phones. And we strategically placed them throughout the different communities. So GEM is huge. Of course, you know, NCB have been very big. There are many other companies that I'm just not thinking of right now, and I need to. Wisynco is another one. They sent us 3 truckloads of water. Drinking water was a big thing. So then what we're doing now is we're going to move to phase 2, which is the building, putting roofs back on, building material. Alian here is a contractor from the area, born and bred, and Alian is going to be one of the persons who's going to be assessing the damage of the different houses.
Well, we're going to go on and check on all the houses that is mostly damaged, assess and find out who need most of their house to be fixed now, to check and get estimates and costing of material and stuff so we can help them. It's mostly roofs, and we'll help with structure-wise as well. What they want, we'll assess and then get to them. Because if someone come and say they want 60, they may only want 5. So we have to go and do it ourselves to make sure that we are distributing it right across, that everyone gets some help.
Oh my goodness, look at the solar panels. Oh, it's all bent, wow.
See the house up there?
Yes?
Bless the Lord, everything
Oh,
gone.
so there is roof missing from here.
Yes, everything gone. Everything.
Oh wow, it's like really, really hard.
Everything gone. Everything wet up in the house.
Were you at home when that happened?
Made up by my son. But
Oh.
part of his house lift too. Start lift down there, but it never come off complete.
Oh. But I
Yes.
see there are pieces missing on that side.
Yes, the air tank lift up.
Yeah, the lift up over there.
Yes.
So what are you going to do now?
Only trust God.
Yeah, but you need funds now to restore this.
Only God can provide for me and bless me and send somebody to help me.
What about your son? What is he? Can he help? Does
Yes,
he
if-
have the funds to help
If
that?
he have the fun, but him have his to look after too. In the front room, everything spoiling there, everything cause the water flood out, run straight down to here. So, but you know,
There was a flood as well?
right there, sorry, and it goes straight down to Balaz Valley. When you see heavy rain, like rain falling, and you have it for days, yes, the dirt soak, so it let go the water.
Of course, when the roof lifted up, all the water was from the rain coming in.
Yes, you can't go in because all the Solitex.
This is an entire field of zinc. A piece of roof, like a large piece of roof, is just there. I think that's the roof from the house.
But you see roof like this, everything just gone.
Yeah, but those guys also have a kind of roof like yours.
Yeah, it's
those
similar-
ones,
similar.
but it didn't go.
No, this roof different from mine. Mine's straight. That have hip. Watch this. Everything coming from the sea. Everything coming straight from the sea coast, Alligator Pond.
Oh.
And we are not too far.
And also that house is kind of hidden by the hill.
Yes, yes. And you see, if trees around it, even like the mango tree there, it suck the breeze. When it go, it's spinning, it spin. You see, if the tree come right down, and it go back up because it spin.
I'm just trying to figure out how much would a person need to rebuild this house. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying. Because if we can raise funds,
Estimate it.
right. Oh wow, the roof there is all wet. Of course. So it's all soaked.
We just hear the tile go bop, 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 bop.
Tile.
That is God. Come.
But look, this is because the roof is gone. You can see the actual ceiling.
We here get the worst leak. Going down to Treasure Beach, I hear it's a disaster.
So sorry about that. I'm so
Such is
sorry.
life,
Yeah.
But you know what? I am rejoicing today because I'm alive. I'm alive, and there is still hope. Yes, and the God we serve is an able God.
So if you can tell us, we see that the roof is still in place. So what's happening?
Well, it's the eave. It's a concrete eave. So when a hurricane come, when you reach on the concrete eave, you can't lift the concrete. But if it was like box eave, board, it will tear it apart. So the base eave is a concrete eave.
How old is this house? Do you know?
This house maybe about 10 years. For it build. Don't ever build straight. Yeah.
But what about like the other area? I see some of the plants got damaged and everything, but everything else is okay. The structural damage, no structural damage?
No structural damage, just like water heater. And the water heater on the top and they light them. Maybe probably the ACR, Yeah.
So they
Right, they have damage.
Okay,
Right.
but everything, no flooding inside the house?
Yeah, water blew under the door them. Under the door. So, it's just was to take out like the carpet and so forth.
Were you in the house during the hurricane?
No.
No, you left?
I was in Treasure Beach.
Oh, you were in Treasure
I am from Treasure Beach.
Okay.
Right.
So you were in Treasure Beach when the hurricane was here?
Yes, but I lost part of my roof.
Okay, in your house there?
Yes, in Treasure Beach.
Oh, I see. So why don't you have the concrete thing around
Well,
it?
that house built a long time and it was hard to take off that roof. The concrete eave would have to start build before the house finish. So you have to build a concrete eave, then you roof it. Yes.
I
that's
see.
right.
All right, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
We're now in Southfield in St. Elizabeth, and there is a Texaco gas station here that has a long line of cars trying to get fuel. Line is all the way down there. Texaco actually lost their parts of the sign. Is this all your roof? Is this all?
Everything, my compound.
This is oh my goodness, look at this. All of this is inside. Oh geez. Wow, and it's not only the roof, it's the wooden part that got broken too for the veranda. Oh, wow. Look at that. It's just torn, like everything with the wooden part is crazy. It's such a strong roof and it still got torn. How did that?
I actually live in Kingston. This is my mom's house. She just passed, so no one was in the house. My cousin is next door, and her roof is also gone. So I was unable to get through to them on Thursday. So I came down on Friday and this is what I was greeted with. Even right there, you can see where the wall was separating from the grill.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's how strong the winds were. My neighbors next door were okay, actually.
How come?
I don't know. Over there is fine.
I think they're sitting in a little, like a valley. That hill is protecting them.
So this house and the one next door are the ones that were worst hit along this stretch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that got the most damage.
Yeah, yeah. So
I'm so sorry about that. I mean, I cannot imagine like how much you'd need to repair it.
I have no idea. I have a few people come in to do an assessment for me. But for now, what I need to do is just to temporarily get a fix where it's covered because inside is totally flooded out. So we're cleaning up to head back before dark. Yeah.
Right. Where did you get the materials?
No, this is what was there. It
so
just
you're
literally
using the
rolled. So
ones-
we're just using what was there now. The tarpaulin we bought. So those we have to cover it once we pretty much close down what we can. And then we take it from there. It's overwhelming. Yesterday was a crying day, but I'm into project mode. I have to get it fixed, so yeah.
And you know, we in Kingston didn't get much. We hardly had anything. And it made the impression that the hurricane wasn't even serious.
Yes.
We were like joking around it.
Yeah, no, we didn't get anything. The only thing, I lost power for a day, but I got it back.
Same thing.
But
We're
yeah,
living in Kingston,
yeah,
so it's like a
entirely
different
different. And the further down you go, it's actually
worse.
worse. Yes. Yeah, some of the roofs down there is pretty bad, and as you go further down, it's just roof after roof after roof. Yeah.
There are many beautiful properties around Treasure Beach, but there are also people who are much less fortunate. When a disaster strikes, they are the most vulnerable, often losing their entire homes and a way to make a living. Helping these people is a priority for the Breds Foundation.
So in here we have a lot of building material. We have 1x3, we have 2x6, some plyboard, and we have different lengths of zinc. What is going to happen is that we're trying to raise as much money as possible, either to Breds directly or through the American Friends of Jamaica. And then that money now we're going to give to the NCB Foundation, who are going to match it. So if we raise 30 million Jamaican dollars, we're going to send that to them. They're going to send us back 60 million. What we're doing with that is we're going to take that money and buy building material at discounted prices. So we've arranged a large discount with Tankwell, and I'm very, very appreciative to Bruce Bicknell. We're also in discussions with H&L to get some discounts from them. I have met with Marcus Richards and Joe Bogdanovich, and they're sending some material down, and they will also be helping with a farming initiative. So people will come and register, and if they know somebody who can give them an estimate of material, they'll give that to us, and then we will go and verify that list of material is accurate. And then if they have a crew that can build it, we will give them the material, drop it on their site. But we're also going to be funding some 3-person crews as well. So we're going to try and get about 5 3-person crews that we think can knock out at least one house, put on one roof per day. And our aim is to try to get 500 roofs back on in the greater Treasure Beach area. It's a big goal. We're estimating there are 500 roofs that are missing.
Oh, wow. Okay, there are like about 3,000 people in Treasure Beach.
3,500. But we're going out wider than Treasure Beach. Treasure Beach have small districts in them, but of course we're leveraging our name to go into the surrounding communities. And of course, the more support that we get, the more donations that we get, is the further out that we can get. Hence us sharing some of the boxes with Portland Cottage and Alligator Pond, because they're our neighbors.
Okay, but other parts of Jamaica also suffer some damage.
Definitely.
Like Westmoreland is quite serious as well. Like Clarendon and St. Catherine as well. Is there a similar initiative in those parts, like Breds Foundation, or can you sort of stretch your help to them as well?
Right. So the NCB Foundation are working with 4 entities: Breds, the American Friends of Jamaica, Food for the Poor, and united way. So yes, it is true that a place like Rocky Point, Portland Cottage would not have the infrastructure like I'm showing here today, or maybe an active NGO. So they may have to work through different groups there, police youth clubs, church groups, school groups. But the truth of the matter is people always say, how do you know it's being fared, fairly? That's always the number one question. But can I be honest with you, and I'm not belittling someone when I say this, but you can look into the eyes of someone and you can have a good idea of the need. And we're not going to get it 100% perfect, but you know what, you need to give quickly, and you need to get it out. I don't like seeing this stuff here. We need to get it out the door. We have good local knowledge. We've known these families for decades. It's not first come, first serve. It's about the level of destruction. It's about your ability to rebuild, right? And your state of readiness. So we believe that we're getting it 95% right, and that's good enough for me.
St. Elizabeth is a breadbasket for Jamaica. You know, it's the parish where agriculture is particularly strong, which means now a lot of the crops get damaged, and this means that we're going to have shortages of all sorts of things, like scallions, the yam, like all vegetables pretty much, because they're mostly grown in St. Elizabeth. And the ones that we are going to have, we're going to have an increase in price for them. So it's going to affect the entire Jamaica, obviously. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Hello guys. Oh, I see you have a roof inside. Wow. Oh my god, but the view is gorgeous. This is the view, guys. It was such a beautiful veranda here. Okay, the roof is there. Oh no, it's not the roof, it's the actual veranda. It fell down there. It fell down there, as well as some parts of the roof. So what's happening? What are you planning to do with the Lover's Leap?
All right, so currently right now we're actually cleaning up this building that was here before Beryl, just to do some sightseeing for now. We're going to be rebuilding it, but not in short order, right? So we're actually clearing up, making it safe, so customers can still come along to see the beautiful view Lover's Leap still have to offer. Out there to our left, what we're doing right now is actually building a temporary bar and restaurant. So we can't sit around and wait, you know. Beryl is a natural disaster, and we just have to get up, pick up the pieces and get going.
What about the iconic Lover's Leap? Very interesting historical story behind it.
Right.
So are you going to rebuild the main building too? Because it's concrete, so the building itself is still standing there.
Right. So definitely this is the heartbeat of the South Coast. This is a tourist attraction. A lot of tourists come here from all over the world just to see this gem that we have here. And so we can't just let it go to waste. TPDCO, they have actually came here, the Minister of Tourism came here. They actually look at the damages, and we're currently working to get it up going as soon as possible. We might be changing the style of the roof to sustain, and if another disaster should come. You know what I mean? It has to be redesigned so that if another hurricane or Beryl's sister or brother should come along, then we can sustain all of that damage.
So what do you suggest people should do with tourism, and how's the situation in general?
Well, I want to say to you that there have been many guests who have come to Treasure Beach during this time to come and volunteer.
Oh.
And to those people, honestly, they left the comfort of their home in America or in Canada to come back and to be with us. And to show that solidarity, I mean, to me, that just speaks volumes. That is just unbelievable. And then you have another set of guests who want to bring groups, like church groups, to come and to help with the restoration. But in terms of people getting back to normality, right, I think it's going to be until at least the end of July before you start seeing some of the bed and breakfasts starting to open back up. A few restaurants have opened.
Well, Jack's Pratt is open.
Jack's Pratt is open, Lashings has opened, a few. But I would say by the end of the month, we should have electricity back. More restaurants will be open, and we would have cleared out a lot of the landscaping and the trees that is down.
What about Jake's?
Jake's is pretty bad. Jake's is pretty bad. We're looking at maybe the end of September before we reopen, you know?
Oh, wow.
Somebody was telling me that don't forget there are no flowers anymore. The hummingbirds need feeders. So I didn't have one, so I decided to make one. And YouTube told me how to make it and said hummingbirds like red. So that's it. So it's sugar and water, brown sugar and water, a nice Coke bottle. That's it. See if they find it. My first hurricane, I was 10 years old at home in Mandeville.
Which hurricane was it?
Charlie.
Oh, so it's 1951.
Yep.
That's the one. I see.
And then Gilbert was bad, and then Ivan.
Yeah, Ivan did a lot of damage here.
Yes, Ivan. The swimming pool was full of more garbage with Ivan.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
But you restored everything. You fixed it up.
Yes.
But what about the furniture in the Jake's rooms? Because I saw some of the rooms right by the sea. They had no furniture, no doors, no windows.
No, we took them down specially.
Uh-huh.
Because we've had 2 hurricanes before. Once we left them up, and it was disaster. They were completely smashed, and everything in the house was smashed. And this time, the second time, we knew to take them off, and it works. Storm goes right through. We keep them, and then we put them back.
This is so awesome.
And the deck.
So, yeah, I was wondering. I thought it was washed off by the storm surge or something.
No.
Yeah, you took it out.
Yeah, otherwise we wouldn't have it. Oh, look.
Yeah?
That's Jason's office.
Oh, that was Jason's office.
He never told me.
Oh, the roof is gone there.
Yes. And
I think this is it.
This is it.
It's here.
This is it. This is it.
It's here.
Oh. How is my little garden back here now? Oh, boom, the top is gone.
Oh, it was a palm tree.
Matching. Can you imagine? I planted them ever so small, that's it, and they grew all the way. Took 35 years, you know. Time to plant new ones. One is coming up to replace it already.
Good thing about us is that we were insured, and you know, we got this in Ivan 20 years ago. So, you know, it's a similar type of circumstance, even though this was more wind damage, whereas Ivan was more coastal, you know, sea surge damage. But, you know, we have a great team at Jake's, and we decided to open Jack's Pratt first, and then our villas and cottages, and then Jake's in September. So we don't want to rush it and do a patch job. We want to do a proper job. You know, Jake's deserves to be restored in a beautiful way. So we don't want to rush it. We know our team need to get back to work. So we're sensitive to that. We know that people want to come, but we also want to do it right. And even with these houses that we're rebuilding, we want to make sure that we're putting hurricane straps in. And one of the things that I'm particularly proud of is working with partners to secure funding for these generators, because water security is #1. There's nothing more important. A 600 kVA generator that is giving the pumping station energy to get water back into Treasure Beach. So we turned that on Thursday, and then yesterday we turned on another generator in Hounslow. And then on Monday evening, we're going to do a third one in Little Park. And then we're going to do a fourth one in Hopewell. So it's trying to get water back to as many people as possible. That's the number one most important thing.
Oh, look, good water, look at that. Water.
That's it, you can just invite guests. Water's here.
Do you know somebody who came to the gate and said, "Are you open?"
Seriously. The sense of humor is what saves in the most difficult times, I believe.
Yes.
Hummingbird feeders. Where else do you want to put them?
I don't know. I'll have to find a tree. I only could put one at my house because I have 6 cats, and I said, suppose they come to the hummingbird feeder and the cats eat them.
Oh no!
That would be terrible.
No, that defies the purpose unless that's their way of feeding cats.
No. Oh, this is the tree that fell on the bar. I was trying to think which one.
Oh.
Oh. You see, it's the first time I'm seeing it.
Okay, yeah, it fell on the bar.
But it could have been worse.
Really? You're standing in the middle of a destroyed hotel. It could have been worse. Like how much worse it could have been?
Well, it could have been the trunk, not the branches.
It's Jamaican people for you. You know, you have like the entire hurricane mashing up the whole garden and everything. Ah, it could have been worse.
Look at that. Look, it missed the house. Could have been worse.
All right. Yeah, it's true. It kind of missed it. It missed the.
Yes. Thank you, Lord. Oh, great.
Ah, gosh. You've been crying.
No.
And you're not from Treasure Beach, I can see that, because all Treasure Beach people are smiling and laughing in the face of all of this disaster.
Yeah, but
Guess what?
when your heart is Treasure Beach, even though we're not from here,
It's painful to see it.
it is.
So-
And the thing is for me is the energy of these trees, we will lose these for at least 100 years. These trees, if you look at Breds, that cover that those trees gave you, it was mystical, it was magical.
They're going to restore it.
They will rise again. The people of Treasure Beach is the resilience, as you can say, they're all laughing, they're all smiling. They're resilient people. And this is Jamaica. This is a reflection of true Jamaica and the spirit of true Jamaica. So they will rise. They'll rise. Thanks, IRIE.
You know, sometimes in life you get knocked down, and when you get up with more purpose. You know, I always say when there's a crisis, you have the people who run away from it, and then you have the people who run to the crisis. And we feel as though the support has been overwhelming. You know, it really, really sometimes makes me quite emotional, you know, to know that there are restaurants in Cape Cod that are doing a fundraiser because people from Treasure Beach go and work there as seasonal workers. There are children in Kingston who are doing a squash tournament or a barbecue to raise money. So it's the small, middle and large donors.
But listen, you are also from Treasure Beach and you lost quite a lot of stuff.
Yes,
Yes, but
I
you're-
have insurance, you know, so I have faith that everything is going to be okay, you know, but that's because I have a level of cushion and insurance and a bank that believes in me. You know, a lot of these persons who are living hand to mouth, some of them don't have a bank account, you know. They're worried about where their next meal is going to come from. They're worried about their children getting back to school in September. You know, there's so much stress on them. So if you can deal with these people with a level of dignity to say, hug them and say, look, you know, we're going to be okay. We're gonna build back together. We're gonna build back stronger, you know?
I've noticed that a lot of people are smiling and walking around in Treasure Beach there. They're just, in the face of this, they're still smiling, making jokes, cracking jokes, everything.
It's insane. You go to someone's house and the house is obliterated and you go, how are you doing? And they say, I'm happy to be alive. I'm above ground. Give God the praise. You know, we're gonna be okay. Like the level of faith in this country, I don't know if it
It's
can
huge.
be matched anywhere
It's
else,
huge.
you know?
It's huge.
We're very faith-based, you know? It's just beautiful to see the spirit and the resilience and the kind of fighting spirit, you know? It's one of those kind of tough men, tough woman Jamaican things, you know what I mean? You know?
Jason,
So,
thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Love, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
If you'd like to help the Greater Treasure Beach community and South Coast recover faster, you can donate directly on their websites or their partners' platforms. The links to all will be provided in the video description and the pinned comment. And make sure to like this video and share it with your friends so that more people can help. The full documentary Jamaica After the Hurricane, covering every single parish, is coming out soon, so please subscribe and check your bell notification to make sure you don't miss it when it is published. Thank you so much for watching, and special thanks to all our patrons. They are the people who made this video possible. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.